Hello, my name is Johnston, and I'll be delivering a persuasive speech as to why you should adopt a pet from an animal shelter. Imagine living on the street for years, struggling to survive, not knowing when your next meal is going to be. You're covered in parasites, which makes your existence that much more miserable. Then you're picked up by a complete stranger to be examined, and suddenly you fall into a deep sleep to never wake up. This is the everyday reality for homeless animals in America. According to the Humane Society of the United States, more than an estimated 1 million adoptable dogs and cats are euthanized each year in the US simply because too many pets come into shelters and too few people consider animal adoption. According to the SPCH, there are 7.5 thousand helpless animals facing euthanasia daily due to the shelter overcrowding. Wouldn't it feel much more rewarding to know you saved your pet's life rather than putting more money into the pockets of a breeder? I personally have volunteered at my local animal shelter and have even adopted a pet who I've had for the past 13 years. The number of euthanized pets could be reduced dramatically if more people adopted rather than buying them. Please before considering a breeder, please consider adopting from a shelter. You would not only be saving a life, but the Center for Disease Control and Prevention states that studies have shown that the bond between people and their pets can increase fitness, lower stress, and bring overall happiness to the owners. This would benefit both parties, human and animal alike, with an overall satisfactory life. So today, to gain a better understanding of why you should adopt, we'll examine the problems with the pet population, the impacts it has, and look at what we can do to make a change and discuss the benefits of adopting a pet from a shelter. First, we'll examine the overpopulation of stray animals resulting in high euthanasia rates. The ASPCA reported in a nationwide shelter data count between 2015 and 2018 that approximately 6.5 million potential companion animals entered the U.S. animal shelters nationwide every year. Of those, approximately 3.3 million are dogs and 3.2 million are cats. Also coming from the same data shared from the ASPCA, approximately 1.5 shelter animals are euthanized, with an estimated 670,000 being dogs and an estimated 860,000 being cats. However, approximately 2.6 million in 2011, which was a decline partially explained by the increase in percentage of animals adopted and the increase in number of stray animals successfully returned to their owners. Another problem leading to the large number of homeless animals is the existence of puppy mills. For those who don't know, puppy mills are a high volume breeding facility that strictly breeds puppies for profit. Puppies coming from, according to the Humane Society of the United States, dogs coming from puppy mills are often sickly and unsocialized. More than an estimated 10,000 puppy mills are currently active in the U.S. today. Also, more than an estimated 194,000 dogs are kept solely for breeding for the USDA licensed facilities. Unfortunately, just having a license doesn't mean that you're getting a quality dog from a quality breeder. Now that we know about the problems associated with the overpopulation of the stray animals, which results in high euthanasia rates, what can we do to solve this issue? Here are my intended solutions for the overcrowded shelters. Every year, 6 to 8 million dogs wait to be adopted from animal shelters, according to cleartheshelters.org. If we as a society can adopt more stray pets from shelters instead of purchasing from breeders, the animal shelter capacity numbers would decrease, also decreasing the numbers of euthanasia rates. Also stated, as stated previously, another major contributor to the overpopulated of homeless pets was puppy mills. According to Kathleen Summers, a director of the Outreach and Research for Puppy Mills campaign, she says, great strides have been made in reducing animal euthanasia and healthy homeless pets in this country, but a return back to buying puppies from pet stores instead of adopting from shelters and rescues could turn back the clock to the days when the U.S. euthanized millions more adoptable dogs than we currently do today. As we saw before, the data provided by the SPCH, the significant decline in animal euthanasia within 7 years was partially due to the increase of percentage of animals being adopted from shelters itself. So now we know the problems associated with the overcrowding animal shelters and euthanasia rates, plus our intended solution to adopt pets from shelters rather than purchasing from breeders. However, nothing will change unless we do the following plan. Also, the benefits for adopting pets from animal shelters. Here are just a few. Vet treatments such as vaccinations, spaying and neutering, and even microchipping are included, usually in the low adoption fee offered by most animal shelters as seen on Insider.com. Not only are low adoption fees a perk, as stated by cleartheshelters.org, when taking home your newly adopted pet, you're making room for a pet who is in need. Also, according to Pedigree Foundation, when you adopt a pet from a shelter, you're also assisting in the helping of the nonprofit organization. This means the shelter and organization can continue to rescue more animals that are in need and homeless. So in an effort to better understand why we should adopt pets from animal shelters, we've examined the problems of the homelessness pet population, the impact of overcapacity animal shelter, their high euthanasia rates, and looked at what we can do as a society to help this crisis, and we've also discussed the benefits of adopting a pet. The homeless pet population crisis will not get any better if we as a society cannot change our ways. I challenge you to adopt a homeless pet in need. In doing so, you're helping a community and you're also saving a life. So please, keep animal shelters your top choice when you're looking for a new four-legged companion. If you put yourself in a homeless pet's position and know their hopelessness and disparity, most importantly, please do not enable the already high numbers of animal homelessness being also encouraging euthanasia each day. Adopting a pet from a shelter is not just the right thing to do, it's also a great reward.